Hi, you guys. How are you? I hope you all had a great Christmas. I did. I spent it with my husband and my daughter, and I forgot. Do I have my microphone on? I don't. Where's my mic? Sorry about that. Anyway, we had a really nice Christmas, but I wanted to tell you about two of my favorite Christmas presents. One of them is this great Oxford hoodie. I'm an Anglophile. I love Oxford. It's beautiful. It's so old. Oh my gosh. And the other great present I got is from my daughter, and it came all wrapped up like this. Okay. And I started opening it, and I realized it was this. Now, my daughter stole this sign out of somebody's yard, and I said, don't you ever do that again. But what I was going to do was I was going to turn it around on turn it upside down on the metal stand that it was on, tape the top of it so that it wouldn't get wet, but I didn't want to hurt my neighbor's feelings. So anyway, I thought that was pretty clever. Then, this is so funny, the gift was a Donald Trump talking mug for Mom. It's called Loudmouth Mugs, and they make several different ones. One's for Dad, one's for Mom. Let me see here. One's for, of course I can't see it. One's for Grandpa, one's for Mom, one's for Dad. Pretty funny. Anyway.
You've done a spectacular job. Thank you very much.
Pretty funny. It has a little off and on switch down here, and you take this out to wash it. But, yeah. I really cracked up on this still. Now, my daughter is not a Trump supporter at all.
Mom, I love you. You're so beautiful.
Anyway, I thought that was funny. So, I decided that we need to do, by the way, also, we're going to read on this, and I'm going to do a second reading today. But there is a bomb threat at the Empire State Building. I don't know how this went in there. And it's a developing story. They don't know anything about it yet. It just came across my phone just now, so I don't know what's going to happen there. The bomb that went off in Nashville, I think the guy was inside that RV because they found human remains there, so it was probably his. Somebody's calling me. No, it's a spam call. So let's do the 7s, 8s, and 9s today, okay? Sound good? I'm in. Okay. So the 7s in the tarot deck, they all represent waiting for something. Having patience, defending your own. Too many decisions. You can't decide. Stealing, dishonesty. If he would have waited, he would have benefited himself more. So 7 of Cups, for example, be careful what you wish for, is one thing that this card can mean. Because sometimes you might not like what you get. And sometimes you may not know what you want. Or you may wish for something and you get something that you really needed, but more. But also castles in the air and being indecisive. It's these are tempting things that make us go out on quest and looking for stuff, and endless quest. But like sometimes when you get something, you only thought you wanted it. And the Seven of Wands, this is holding your own against adversaries. Okay? It's stiff competition, courage in the face of difficulties, self-defense, fending off blows. But all the wands represent creativity, right? So there may be unforeseen hurdles that you have to get through, and you may realize that the hassles of getting the things you want aren't change what you really want because it's too much trouble. Let's see. What's the next one? Seven of Swords. This could be like unstable, an unstable success or partial success, plans that have failed, uncertainty, dishonesty, theft, of course, betrayal, and look, what's the guy doing? He's running away. So it's like you take property of others because you crave what they have, but what you miss is the potential of having something that should be yours instead of stealing it. And the Seven of Pentacles, I really like this card. This is a card of hard work and waiting. It's good things come to those who wait, okay? That's really what it means. You can wait for a miracle to happen. Maybe he's manifesting the miracle, okay? It's growth. It can be possible delay, though, and delayed success. Maybe it passed over for a promotion, but you're going to get the next one. But this is a card of waiting. Then the eights. This is what I always say about this card. It's like the guy has planted seeds. These are the fruits of his labor, and they're not quite ripe. Okay, so but when they are, he'll be rewarded. I was just reading something that came across about Queen Elizabeth. She still perseveres. Yay. God save the Queen. Okay, so eight of the eights. Okay, the eights are all about boundaries and knowing your limitations and accepting what can be done and what can't be done. So, first of all, something that I didn't know about this card is that I used to always think that these arrows were coming to the end of their journey, but we really don't know whether they're being thrown or whether they're going up or coming down is the point I'm trying to make. This card can also mean that you have a lot of irons in the fire, and there's a lot of irons which make all your stuff difficult to control. But it can be a journey, approaching a goal, speed towards an end. This can also be the arrows of love. This is a creative card because wands represent creativity. But speed to the end. Also, but having too many wands could lead to chaos. So, yeah, but I've always read this card to be approaching a goal. I've never really heard it said that these wands could possibly be being thrown at the beginning of their journey. I always read it as it was the end of your journey. And I guess it would depend on the situation you're in. So. Okay, the Eight of Cups. Okay. remember the Eight of Cups is all about, the eights are all about boundaries. And so this is walking away. This is disappointment, abandoning the situation, retreating, moving on, giving up, withdrawal. It's quitting. It's moving on. It's like when other people try to establish intimacy and you don't want it, you have to move on, because this is an emotional decision. The thing to do is walk away, and it says the limit of love and friendship should protect your emotion, not leave them vulnerable. And so this is a boundary about your heart and emotions. So the Eight of Swords, here we go. Eight of Swords, again, boundaries can be ignored. So this is kind of a my way or the highway card, and that those kind of control techniques will cut you off from other people. But look, the lady is alone. You could be stuck. You could be in bondage. You could be in prison. You could just be wasting your energy. So, and this also can mean having a closed mind. And there is also being censored, being told what not to say or what not to read or write. But I've also thought about this card as denying yourself and like self-imprisonment, self-imposed restrictions. Swords are air. So denying yourself and, creating, again, a boundary. Eight of Pentacles, this is just simply hard work. It's a great card. It can mean craftsmanship or skill, handiwork, apprenticeship. As I always thought of the Three of Pentacles as the master journeyman at his job, and this is the apprentice. But this is a hands-on guy. He probably is, working for commission, and he really enjoys his work. So this is a positive card, and its task at hand will bring positive energy. But this, again, is the boundary of self-discipline. It takes a lot of self-discipline to do this work. So, but focus and persistence. So the way to wealth is through simple hard work. That's what this is saying. Okay, the nines. The nines are weird cards because every single one of them, again, is, of course, the people are alone. And this can be, if you have a 9 in your past, it could be a period in your time when you were alone. If in your future or present, obviously, it's you're trying to find your own space. And in the future, it's looking forward to having some time alone. So, okay, the 9 of Cups. This is Donald Trump. This is a guy who has, this is emotions, okay? Cups are emotions. This is a guy who has everything, yet he's alone. He has no one to share it with. He's got good health, he's got victory, wishes come true, material success, that's fine. But he's alone with it, and nobody shares in his emotional life. Narcissists don't have friends. So, he's disconnected from the love someone has and the love and the ability to give it. So a lot of times this can mean, you're holding out for the best and it never comes. So you pass things up. I mean, he's sitting there with his arms crossed defiantly. Nine of Swords, the dark and lonely card. This card can mean a lot of things. I usually think of it as the Furies. And one reason is because one of the decks of cards that I have call it the Furies. It's like, I'll show you if I can find it. I like these cards. This is the, I don't even remember what it's called. I've had this deck forever. I finally found the book. I went to buy the book online. It was like hundreds of dollars for this book. Here. No, that's the 10. Come on, okay, here it is. See, these are the Furies, mythical, and they are badgering this guy. So this can be shame, grief, guilt, desolation, nightmares. Really interesting thing about this card is if you ever look, if you have a Rider-Waite deck like this, look at this quilt and how it has all these astrological signs on it. This is a sign that means it's fate. Fate will figure this out, that you really have no control over it. But it's shame and sadness and depression. But the thing about this card is it's also self-awareness of, say it's guilt or shame or whatever. It's self-awareness, oh my God, I can't believe I did that, kind of thing. Acknowledging that you did something that you're ashamed of or guilty of and you feel bad about it is really an advantage, because then you realize you're looking in the mirror, and then maybe you can fix things, or maybe you can change your behavior in the future. So this is the Nine of Wands, and this is preparedness, strength. He's by himself again. He's strength. He's defense. He's maintaining boundaries. Opposition. This guy has been through a battle. And there are 8 wands behind him. So is he defending himself against these other wands? Or has he set up a boundary? I'm sorry, it's a 9. But still, has he set up a boundary? It's like he alone has accomplished something. And with probably creative solutions, as wands represent creativity. And the Pentacles, this lady in her garden, enjoying riches and success and wealth and all that money can buy, is alone. Solitary enjoyment of the good things in life. Isolation. Solo pleasures, luxury, financial gain, but not sharing it with anyone. And also it can be your material wealth may be isolating you from others. So, guys, that's the 7s, 8s, and 9s. So next time, I don't really know how we're going to do this since there's an uneven number. We got the 10s, the pages, the knights, the queens, and the kings, and after that we'll start on the journey through the major arcana and the progression. So, okay, I'm gonna do a couple readings here about. I put these in the wrong. About some of the things I'm interested in. So I'll come right back on when I get that done. Hit the like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what you think about this. Thank you. Bye.